Yeah, some real stuff. Um, I'm gonna read y'all a piece I wrote a long time ago, probably about 8 years ago. My father was still alive, real dude. Like fishing with him, my grandfather and shit like that, real shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's called on individual conscience. There would be no better explanation of our own conscience than the mysterious ideal that is truly exponential in its existence, as that it proceeds on its own, as if it was predicated from unrealistic entity or reality, and it matters no much how it seems but to perceive in its judicature an idealistic meaning by mountains of impressions that never seem explainable or expressible but by only means of feeling, and though it seem not conceivable, it does have in its entities which suggests that even though we are fallible, we are still the pursuers of our own destiny, which we do not like. We are that much more into conceiving an idealistic consummation, and in perceiving prejudice, our own explanation shall explain the not liking. But if we were truly perceiving to find that our own existence to be unseen and unheard, is not a matter of opinion, but rather a disassociation with an individual collection that conduces conscience, and from it not locating our descending factor by which the exponential is a convicted product of reconciling not only the inanimate but the corporeal by which we conceive an intellectual perception, that no means will not know what's unknown seem as if it's known, just not fully understood. But the whole purpose is not envisage an effective manifestation, rather affix our intuitive thinking in finding not only ideals which to incorporate into our conscience, but also to reprimand into our daily outlook, that in essence can still be called our conscience. And here's the second paragraph. To an overly extenuating consciousness of conscience as a reputable importance through which we are so enticed to entreat a dualistic mind frame of sustenance and prior apparition, to the supplication and adhesion, though the whole ideal is no less familiar and unrealized as that of a truly disciplined ideology of being conscious of our own fallibility, and finding our own compliance with this complexity, it should precede nominal perception of realistic terms and importance. Then there will be supplication of profound ideological connections, and not only realizing new concepts, but properly enlightening as to how we perceive our conscience, and the perceiving desire to perforate a context, inducing convolution of the fact that it is a prospering effect astutely prefixing before a thought is seen, to be truly indifferent in its conception, such that which in consciences and what is conscience are invariably a part of the same thing, though they be different. And it is only to show that in a syllable pronunciation, as that acknowledges variance, that though different are a part of the same idealistic phenomenon, phenomenon, phenomenology of our conscience, whereabouts should we justify our individual spectrum, such that in its existence can only in the conscience of our minds be disciplined, with an attitude that should correlate with an endeavor that neither you nor me shall be able to explain, but that it is our own understanding of interpreting our conscience. Third paragraph. For what is done and what is practiced can neither be called a truly conducive ideological conviction in the conscience, does not leave it behind its premises, for a certain conclusion. Though we have much in any respects, we are still not wiser than what we do not know to express in our own conscience. Beautifulness, beautiful absolution shall be the means by which we suffice the conscience in a meaningful conductance, of capturing the ideal as though it was unattainable, that no conviction shall conflict which by all perception is the unfounding love of just being accepting, that to be truly definite in the conscience it must possess the hope that in it believes in it itself to profess. By no other means shall one at the instance and breed know that there is no other suggestion which preludes to the depiction that in seeing it must be unprovable, that it can only be acted on, and if it be in nature with proven principles, that nothing which is making act or that of an issue as to how we feel, and no higher realism be made to accentuate a collective means by which the reality we perceive in our conscience is no less real than another. Just makes you think how hard new found glory to reshape the outlook as How everyone thinks or perceives and acts in the world, that no stronger fact should be attributable than that which we reason in our conscience. The possession is a good thought just in itself, by which any one wants to be alone, that in the highest place of life, from the fallible people, which neither can connect nor explain the feeling of wantonness, and though we are smart, and not have happiness in our conscience, liking to going stupid. So I get deep, yo. I get real deep, and I don't understand it all myself. But I think that's the goal in life: is to want more, expect more, and to reason and rationalize what we do not know and what we do know. And